Hello, YouTube! This is the Nerdy Tribunal, where a bunch of nerds talk about nerdy stuff. Today, we're going to talk about the Netflix series, The Defenders, coming out on August 18th. Alright, so I'm Derek, Victor's here, and Ernest, and we're going to talk about Defenders, which is coming out August 18th, which is next week sometime. So a lot has gone on since for Defenders, so we're going to need some refreshers here. Vic, who's in Defenders? Who's in this show?
Well, Defenders basically consists of the four Marvel characters that have Netflix series already. So we're looking at Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist.
Okay, so they each have their individual series, and this is supposed to be kind of the superhero group, right?
So basically, it's like Netflix version of the Avengers on a small screen.
Okay, I need a recap. Like, Ernest, you need a recap, too, about what happened, because I don't even remember when Jessica Jones was released. And the last thing we watched would have been Iron Fist. So let's start in chronological order, starting from Jessica Jones.
Or you want to start with Daredevil, because Daredevil is the first one.
Was it?
Yeah, Daredevil.
Okay.
Because it has 2 seasons.
Yeah, 2 seasons.
Okay, let's just start we'll do Daredevil first. Let's go talk in his entirety. Again, the only Daredevil I knew prior to Netflix was the Ben Affleck one, which I've promptly deleted out of my brain afterwards. So,
Which everybody should.
yeah, just gone. So, I'm gonna assume that
Best movie ever.
everyone's kind of watched the shows and you just need a quick refresher. So, where did we lead off last for Daredevil?
So, at the end of season 2 of Daredevil...
Wait, sorry, spoilers? Totally didn't put that in the beginning, but spoilers if you haven't watched it. Telling you right now, stop. Go watch all 4 series, then come back and watch the rest of this video. Thank you. Sorry, Vic, continue.
Okay, so at the end of season 2 of Daredevil, basically Daredevil has defeated that faction of the Hand so far. Because we don't know how many factions or how many groups of the Hand is out there. But basically, the group that he was involved with, he defeated. We believe, or he believes, that Elektra is dead. But we do see that she is actually being held by the Hand. We don't know if she's fully dead or she's animated or what's going on. But last we seen, she's in some kind of urn or some kind of capsule that's owned by the Hand. And we know that Daredevil has kind of gone back to his everyday life as a lawyer, but not with Foggy, just by himself because of the conflict that happened throughout season 2.
Okay, and what's that old guy's name again? Stitch, or?
You're talking about Stick, and basically he was the one that taught Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, everything he needed to know about fighting. He also played a hand in training Elektra as well. And we do know he will be back for Defenders.
Okay.
So he's still around.
Okay, good. So, because he was in the trailer for the Defenders, so he's going to play a big role. So Daredevil, Matt Murdock, still practicing law, thinks he defeated the Hand. Okay, so next would be Jessica Jones, right? That was a long time ago. Because when I watched Jessica Jones first, and then all of Daredevil kind of in one shot, because it came out. I watched it afterwards. So Jessica Jones, all I remember is she defeats Kilgrave, Dave Tennant, best doctor. Too bad we don't agree. Defeats Kilgrave, and that's all I remember. There's not much happening on that last episode, if I'm correct.
Basically, she goes back to her practice as a private eye, and just continues her alias work. Basically,
Okay.
as a private eye.
Next is Luke Cage.
Basically, at the end of Luke Cage, he basically goes to jail. We don't hear anything about how long the sentence is, the terms, what happens. That's kind of where they abruptly ended.
Okay. So last known location of Luke Cage, jail. Right? Good.
Yep.
All right. And this brings us to the last person in the Defenders, which is the Iron Fist. Danny Rand. Okay, so it brings us to Danny Rand. Gonna be honest, it wasn't my favorite show. Kind of really don't remember anything. Yeah, Vic, help.
So at the end of Iron Fist, Danny Rand and Colleen Wing goes to Kunlun to only find out that a bunch of monks are dead or injured, and Kunlun's actually gone. So I know they're trying to go back to New York City to figure out what's going on, and I'm pretty sure that's how they kind of intertwine and the Defenders come about.
Okay, so that segues into our kind of next session is like, how did these four people come together? And this is all speculation from the trailer and as well as whatever we know about the storylines itself. So we know that, okay, so Danny Rand went to Asia, I think China, to look for Kunlun, or at least wherever Kunlun exists in this earth and on Earth. He goes there, finds out it's gone, goes back to New York.
Well, that's pretty much where he knows where to go.
Okay.
And I'm assuming he's going to try to find out what happens
Okay.
from there.
So we already know that he has a connection with Hogarth, the lawyer, which has a connection with Jessica Jones, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, so that's how they're going to... I presume that's how they're going to tie in together.
Well, I think the biggest thing factor is one character that's been in all series, which is Claire Temple, played by Rosario Dawson, right? So somehow I'm pretty sure she's going to be involved in bringing them all together. I know that there's going to be little things that can tie into each other, but most likely it's going to be either Claire Temple or something to do with the hand. Maybe a mixture, since they have been in contact. She fought the hand for a little bit in Daredevil Season 2. So... yeah, we'll see what happens. Or actually, she fought in Iron Fist as well.
Yeah. So it figures, okay, so we know that the Hand will most likely be the main villain in this series because Iron Fist and Iron Fist and Daredevil dealt with the Hand.
Yeah.
Stitch is involved in the storyline. We see him in the trailer.
Yep.
He's directly related to the Hand. And to tie in Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, we have Claire Temple. And Hogarth, technically speaking.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm personally speculating that how the story may play out. I'm making more or less a bold prediction here. I guess we can each make our own. Is, and you can agree or disagree with me, is Hogarth gets Luke Cage out of jail with Matt Murdock's help. Or Matt Murdock gets Luke Cage out of jail. So that pulls those two together. And then because Matt Murdock is Daredevil's tied with the Hand, kind of have to help out. Jessica Jones is probably going to be hired or recommended to be hired by Hogarth to Danny Rand to figure out where people involved with the Hand or Kunlun could be.
There was mention of a private eye in Iron Fist from Hogarth, which we believe to be
Jessica Jones.
Yeah,
most likely. There's little to point elsewhere. So that's my theory of how everyone's going to kind of congregate and become one, and then they find the common enemy, blah, 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 and they move forward.
Well, we know the common enemy. It's the Hand, and basically we know that Sigourney Weaver is playing Alexandra.
Yeah.
It's Ripley.
Yes, it is Ripley, but we don't know exactly how it's going to tie into the comics exactly.
Yeah.
There's no Hand member named Alexandra. It's usually a male kind of lead character for the Hand. So we don't know exactly who she's going to play. Maybe an amalgamation of a few certain characters. We do know Elektra does come back, most likely under the influence of the Hand.
Yeah, because there's that scene where I think she joins the battle, but facing the Defenders. I remember seeing
she was fighting Daredevil, right?
Yeah.
We do know that she's most likely going to be with the Hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I believe that Claire Temple is going to be kind of the
glue,
the catalyst to bring them all together. Of course, the little interactions here and there. Throughout the trailer, you see little tidbits of them kind of having little mouthy moments or little quips back and forth. But they're all coming together for the greater goal of defeating the Hand. Yeah. And bring about peace to New York City. Yeah.
So that's my what I speculate. You guys can agree, disagree, or maybe present your own sort of what's the word? Prediction of how they all meet together. I don't know, you guys. What do you guys think? Am I completely out of the line here, or is it too? Did I choose the easy route? Do you think something more outrageous is going to happen?
I think that you had some pretty good predictions there. Probably combined with a few other weird things or something that might have been seen. Some like unforeseen thing that kind of, I guess by chance they come together. But a lot of things you mentioned does make sense
Okay.
for them to actually interact and have that meeting.
Thoughts, Ernest? Do you think I hit the nail on the head, or I'm like completely crazy?
I'm a big fan of Iron Fist, so I'm just more curious is when he's gonna get his other hand to glow. That is my question. Is it gonna be in Defenders or just when Iron Fist, the second season comes out?
Good question, because as I said, Iron Fist was my least favorite of the series, mainly because it wasn't as exciting as the previous three. Or like, there's an argument for Jessica Jones, but still, like I would love to see Danny Rand show off more of the Iron Fist powers, but as you said, I'm not sure if they were saving that for Iron Fist 2.
And did they mention that he's getting a costume?
That's a rumor, and I hope it's true because we would love to see him in a costume. And I think that with effects and whatnot, it might be easier to have someone with a little, I guess, better training fight as Iron Fist in the series if he had a costume.
Because you can't even see his face anyway.
Complete side note from what we're discussing here, and I promise I'll keep this short, but the fighting in Iron Fist was hilariously bad. However, given the fact that the actor himself probably learned it in a very short time, I am personally impressed that he's able to do what he does. He's an actor. He's not an athlete. He might have been prior to being an actor.
Well, not a trained martial artist.
Even then, if you're an athlete, someone with natural athletic ability, you can probably learn some of this pretty quicker. For what he did, I think it was serviceable. Objectively speaking, it was hilariously bad. But hopefully he gets a costume and they can hide his face, and then we can get some really good Daredevil-esque fighting scenes going.
You could argue that he did not finish his training. Therefore, his fighting just wasn't on par.
Yo, Colleen Wing looked like she can fight way better than Iron Fist, and that makes no sense to me in a story-wise. But, okay, that was side rant. We'll stop it there. But moving on with the Defenders here. I don't know. I'm hoping that they find some a little bit kind of cooler way to like kind of get everyone together, because it's easy to build the logic lines to how they're going to meet. So hopefully there's a bit of a twist on how they meet. So if you guys have any different ideas or speculation of how the Defenders meet, please put it in the comments below. Or if you think I'm just completely crazy, just tell me I'm crazy. If you agree with me, then you're awesome. So another reminder, we are going to do an episode breakdown shortly after the release of the Defender, so please come back and watch. You can do that easily by liking and subscribing to us down below to all our social media. Outside of that, we'll catch you next episode. Thanks!
Until next time.